Welcome, Cancer. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, and I pulled for you on this new moon in Aquarius, the High Priestess card. And there is your ruler, the moon, on this card, really describing and explaining the deep connection you have with the unconscious. Of course, moon signs, the lunations, are something that guide my practice. The moon controls all fluids on the planet, the fluids in our bodies. As women, we are uniquely tuned into this, and the fluids of the earth, the oceans, the rivers. This is the beautiful flow of our emotional state, our feelings, our memories, our dreams. And so this is describing this incredible attunement that you have. In particular for you, this has to do with the needs of other people in your life. There's a picture that is emerging of you being the source of wisdom and advice, consultation for significant friends. This is not a casual connection that you're expressing through these deeper friendships. You are someone who can retain your own counsel and apply as needed, but your greatest value is in being a reflection for others. And you're aware of this in part because you are a deep reflector, but you're also aware that things in our environment, including people, reflect various aspects of who we are at any given moment. And you're able to provide that for friends. In other words, as an example, someone sharing a problem or a challenge with you allows them to hear themselves as they speak to you while you remain essentially silent, listening, attentive, mirroring back their own words, but validating wherever they're at without feeling the need to fix them, give them answers, counsel them, soothe them. You understand the deeper power of the ability to listen. This is a general reading, Cancer, so it isn't going to resonate for all of you. If you're interested in a personal reading, information for that is in the description box below. And to those of you that are new, welcome. To those of you that know me, welcome back. I appreciate all the support that you give me and the time that you're taking to be here now. The way others see you, your social identity. At this time, the Knight of Pentacles is showing you planning, seriously planning something. This feels as though it is the result of something that you've gained recently. It feels as though there has been a largesse, a significant source of money or resources that are helping you to recognize the investment potential and to create a project or move in a direction that will allow you to build something of value in your life. This quite often is kind of a portal to manifesting something that will lead to abundance, prosperity, even wealth. But that is not the only financial or economic wealth, is not the only wealth that you are looking to for value. In the first house, the Seven of Wands is describing the very important way that you are protecting your energies. And with a moon rulership, depending on where Cancer is in your chart, even where your moon is in your chart, there is, you are like a psychic sponge. You can be. You can be, pick up on every energy that surrounds you, and this can be very debilitating when it is not within your control. So you've learned or are learning the art of protection. it's quite likely that you intuitively know how to protect yourself. Your symbol, the crab, has the hard shell that protects the soft body. However, one of the ways that you can be siphoned off of is your great compassion and empathy, leading people to dump on you, to share all their problems with you, and then to go away and you never see them again until the next time they're having a problem. That is an example that may be relevant for some of you, but the idea that people think of you when they think of fixing or telling or sharing with, and you are actually kind of sidelining all of that. You understand that this is not your job, this is not your role to fix things for other people who can fix their own stuff. Instead, you are uh, setting up very clear boundaries consistently so that you can make space to lean into this new opportunity that you perceive for yourself, to create a plan, a project, a proposal that is going to open up perhaps new income streams for you, or a new source of stability and security in your life. And the fourth house, the house of your home, the house of your rulership, your natural home, your foundation, your history. The Eight of Wands is like a lot of information coming to you. This feels as though it is about your family, your family of origin, your ancestral lineage, your cultural heritage. There's a lot of information, opportunities perhaps to travel to a home or a homeland that are coming towards you. It's very exciting. You may have discovered new relatives you didn't know you had, or maybe seeking them. This feels as though it's an important anchor to you at this time, as your attunement, your sensitivity, your refinement is especially keen right now. And I want to, I naturally always want to find an astrological reason why that's so, but I'm going to stop because I'll never stop talking. In the seventh house of your significant others, the King of Swords. The King of Swords is describing the way that you're pulling people together to talk about the way that you are sharing resources, the way that you can direct the impact of your resources into the world. You're open to new ideas. You're open to challenging your assumptions about ways to make money and ways to be in community with significant others. There's an underlying thread here of shifting your role within a family unit or a group dynamic somehow, so that you are coming out as leading a discussion without necessarily judging or steering it in a particular way. You have no real agenda. You simply are attuned to new ideas, innovative ways of doing things, and wish to open up a discussion and an opportunity for everybody on the team or in your family to weigh in about certain resources you have, certain investments you can make together. If this reading is resonating with you, please like this video. Please share this with others if you feel inclined to do so. And please subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. And I pulled the beautiful Balance card, and it reads, I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. This is perfect. This is exactly the energy you're resonating with. You can feel so much about individuals' thoughts, feelings, reservations. You're very in tune, and yet your ability to scan and tap into that is really for the purpose of providing balance, So by letting others mirror you or share with you in a way that is uh, non engaged, non judgmental, you are allowing others to find their own balance. This is also a strategy of not fixing things for others who can fix for themselves by simply allowing yourself to listen to their case, to allow them to promote their own solutions. It's really a very incredible gift. In the first house, the Seven of Wands is clarified by the Eight of Cups and the Nine of Swords. Wow, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so you're making space so that you're recognizing that you've learned everything that can be learned, or most of what can be learned from your current emotional relationships, your deeper, long time relationships. You're understanding that, okay, they've given me the courage. I now have the chutzpah, the bravery to face up to the deeper issues, the deeper beliefs uh, that have guided my participation with this group for a while, particularly if this is family. But this can absolutely be about your professional life. You've learned from the best, and now you're ready to move on to something that resonates more deeply, more directly with your own desires, your own goals and aspirations, your own vision. And you're willing now to approach something that represents your potential. This is scary. This can bring up a lot of old fears, old stories, old comments, feedback, unkind criticism. And you are doing your best to work through each and every one thoughtfully and release it. This is you surrendering to the necessity or the existence of these challenges, particularly in your past, as having and trusting that they've molded you into a better, more thoughtful person, someone who is more aware of the weight and power of their words and actions. That's a lot. In the fourth house, the Eight of Wands is clarified by the Ten of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands. A repeat in the fourth house. I love that. So you're not just coming up with new ideas and energies and new ways of communicating ideas, new invitations, new ways of considering the customary familiar feedback you've received, but you're really understanding that this is a part of advancing your group, your collaborative, your family towards a legacy, towards giving back in some way. There is, in a practical way, you have everything that you need. Who doesn't want more money? But that's not actually what you're after. In fact, it's almost the reverse. You acknowledge your privilege and you recognize that you can make a difference to others having access to the kinds of resources and information that you've had so that they can gain their own sense of abundance, of stability, of prosperity. And this is absolutely not simply about economics or finances. This is about material comfort, having enough, being able to sustain yourself materially in the world in the style that allows you to provide for and take care of your loved ones and the things that are significant to you. So you're coming up with ways to generate, to think about how you can collectively be giving back based on the inheritance or the resources that you've been granted. In the 7th house, the King of Swords is clarified by the Knight of Wands and the 6 of Wands. So this is important because you are building up trust with the community that you're working with. The discussion, the ideas that you are fielding regarding this direction, this way to invest a considerable resource is based on your commitment to the group, commitment to the collective, to the community. It's just as important, if not more important, to you to do your part diligently. And as you do that part, you are rewarded by the elevated regard of those that you're working with. So in a family system, perhaps those siblings that were not always so generous, kind, or considerate of you or your ideas, perhaps often excluded you from decision making, actually are recognizing the depth with which you are committed to the best outcome for everyone, and how you are thinking beyond your immediate team or group into the larger world. You're seeding something. You're trying to encourage others to see the importance of the seed that you can plant now. The Knight of Pentacles in the 10th house is clarified by the 9 of Cups and the 4 of Swords. I don't know why, but I think of the 9 of Cups as a card that is a Cancer card. And I think it's because of the traditional photo or illustration on the Rider-Waite deck, where the very satisfied Lord is in front of all his full cups. This card ultimately talks about the satisfaction that you are gaining from having survived all the challenges that have come forward as a result of some marginalization in your family or on your professional team. There's a perspective, there's a way in which you've had to fall back on your own resources. You've had to learn what you don't want. You've had to contemplate your best options without the support of those that you would have wanted to believe, wanted you to be happy, would have supported you to be happy. In the absence of that, you've actually learned how to do those things for yourself. And you are now reveling in the contentment of not simply the choices you've made, the way you've invested your energy, but the satisfaction of knowing that you know how to determine what is best for you. That gives you pleasure, that makes you feel good, that you have developed yourself in a way that is aligned with what supports you, what feels good to you. And that is something that is in such distinction with the way that you may have been treated by others' significance in your life. Your ability to survive and to come out with the sense of wholeness, authenticity, joy, pleasure in who you are. I'm going to finish up this reading with an oracle, crystal oracle. And out has jumped 2 cards, but what was face up was the aquamarine. And the key word is communication. I communicate with ease and grace. Thank you so much, Cancer, for this reading. Until next time, namaste.